MamaMax is a self-proclaimed pedophile hunter.
I'm the pedo hunting guy.
Who has gained a massive audience, respect from his peers, and a more than generous living via his Patreon that his fans donate to him based on the understanding that he's cleaning up the streets catching pedophiles, but that's not true. He's a complete fraud. He has faked videos, lied about arrests he's made, mishandled investigations so poorly he actually helps the predators get away, falsely accuses people of being pedophiles entirely, doxes innocent people, and a lot more, all while exploiting his audience, directly saying that by paying him helps bring justice to the world, saving children, and ridding it of pedophiles. But he's completely full of shit. He's a lying con artist.
I want to do my best to be the best representative for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all feel like you've gone unheard, and there is a lot of injustice, and I want to be the one to do something about it.
There is some out there saying that Elsagate video was fake and that you made it up. Any comment on that?
It's not. What else do I need to say?
In the early stages of MamaMax's channel, he would fake videos entirely, where he would create a whole fake story and problem for himself to come swoop in as if he's the hero and save the day, taking all the honor, despite him making the whole thing up. In his Japanese cult video, Amshinrikyo, he claims just by talking about them on his channel is going to put his life in grave danger, and the only way you can help him out is by paying him on Patreon.
I may have just made myself a target to this cult, as they are still very much alive today. But guess what? They can suck mama's fat, throbbing because I'm not gonna live a life being afraid of standing up to evil people. Plus, I got all of you watching my back, don't I? Speaking of, by the way, you can watch my back real good by supporting me on Patreon, link in description. But I think it's safe to say that I am no longer safe from the likes of Aleph. But as I said, I'm not going to live a life being afraid of standing up to evil people. And the best way you can help me, non-jokingly, truly, seriously, is supporting me on Patreon.
Shameless. And in his next video, he says the deadly cult is now trying to attack him by sending him death threats in his email box and sending him a video game that apparently gives people brain hemorrhages.
Today, I'm going to apparently risk my life for you and play this game. In the video, I specifically mentioned that this cult may now be targeting me, and from what it looks like, that may be true. She responded back in Japanese saying this, which means,
I'll kill you. Wow, MamaMax is so committed to bringing us good entertainment and content. He's even willing to risk his own life for us. Man, what a fucking good guy. I know it sounds crazy, but this has got to be real, right? MamaMax wouldn't lie about his life being in danger for more donos on Patreon. I mean, it seems like his fans bought it. This man has risked his life multiple times so he could expose some dangerous sites and games and crap. Props to you for being this brave, man. I have a weird feeling that these cultists is actually gonna get him someday, and we wouldn't even know. No one is gonna talk about how he got a whole email from someone from the cult, and they actually threatened to kill him. Well, guys, luckily, I don't think you have anything to worry about. You know, it's been nearly 4 years since he dropped this video, and conveniently ever since, MamaMax hasn't gotten any word from the Japanese cult since this. Weird coincidence. I guess he got enough Patreon cash to keep him nice and safe. But in case you were still worried for Max's well-being, he admits it's bullshit. But not just this one, nearly every last one of his videos is completely faked or fabricated.
It seems that the line between the fictional portrayal and the underlying truth became blurred for some, leading to confusion and concern. While the narratives were crafted in fiction, the predator and the pursuit was very much a reality.
So the pedos are real, but the narratives and everything else in your videos are fake? You released these as 100% real, and everyone in your comment section took them that way, and your fans paid you based on the fact that they were real. But now years later, once you're getting heat, you just casually admit they're fake after reaping the benefits of them for years. And it's not just him scamming his audience into donating to him under false pretenses. He lied about a girl killing herself in his IMVU video, and then blamed the creator of the game that the girl apparently got groomed on for her death.
Will Harvey expeditiously paved the winding way for himself, finally finding his road to the throne. But what was the cost?
everything. A teenage girl, known only as the moniker KC157434, takes her own life after being groomed and raped by a man she met on the platform.
Is there an update on Casey? Can you talk about how you got into the account or how you found it? That's a bit much.
I can't talk too much about KC. I don't know what I can and can't say. I will tell you that, yes, she's okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, thank God. I didn't even know that. Holy shit. Thank God.
Takes her own life.
Yes, she's okay.
Is this girl Casey even a real person? He claims in his video that he found her no subscriber YouTube channel through a reverse image search using her profile picture on the game IMVU, where he then hacked this girl's YouTube channel and found an unlisted video called "This is where you raped and killed me," which is a video that shows assumingly Casey filming the site of her rape and has bloody sheets and a pillow in the middle of the woods. So if the narratives are fake, you not only lied about her death, but also that she was raped too, and made up this whole Batman ARG fake story that you had hackers behind the scenes get into her YouTube channel and find this secret encrypted unlisted video that she uploaded days before like killing herself. This is nuts.
I can't talk too much about Casey.
Yeah, no wonder you can't talk too much about Casey. You either made her entire existence up, or even worse, she's a real person that you lied about being dead to use as an argument point to blame her suicide on the creator of the game. So now that we know the narratives are completely fake in all your videos and can write those off, what about the predators and the pursuits? Surely those have got to be real, right?
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give a shit if my video comes back up. It did what it needed to do. The rapist that was in the video is currently in police custody. And
was that as a result of your video, or was
Yes.
that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video.
Right.
The video was about IMVU and this one predator. I made it about him and him alone.
Do you mind walking me through the chain of events that led from your video to him being imprisoned?
Yeah, so I dropped the video. The end of the video is a call to action. Usually all my videos are a call to action, like find him. And we did. We fled to Mexico. We found where he was in Mexico.
Wow.
I don't know if the police, he was from Canada. I don't know if the police asked him to come back or he went on his own volition or they forced him to come back. I don't know any of those details. I just know he went back to Canada and was in police custody.
A few moments later.
I'm so sick of having predators that run away like Pablo Sonny and we don't get them.
So not even the pursuits are real, Max? You market yourself by saying, every dollar helps me find another pedophile.
So why don't you go to Patreon and show your appreciation? Every dollar helps me find another.
We don't get them.
But then lie about getting them locked up while they run away, but you still get to reap the social benefit and credit and money from acting as if you really got them arrested. It's a complete grift.
But yeah, I am super blessed to be in this position, and I know I do carry a lot of the weight y'all say to me on my shoulders, and I want to do my best to be the best representative for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all feel like you've gone unheard, and there is a lot of injustice.
You admit yourself your audience is full of CSA victims, and you exploit that fact to get them to pay you more money, scamming them into believing that you're really ridding the world of pedophiles and bringing justice to victims. Take a look at this. In his short film trailer, he shows a bunch of statistics of how over 1 million kids get trafficked, and yet there was only 5,000 convictions last year. This is unacceptable. There are ways to stop them before they enslave children, and here's a QR code that will link you to where you can learn how to help. So you would assume this would link you to some kind of organization or article that has information to inform you on how to help, but no. This QR code links directly back to MamaMax's fucking video, shilling his Patreon.
Together, we can compel a ripple effect that will obliterate evil off the face of our planet and forge an impenetrable bastion for our children. To support our cause, you can donate to my Patreon through the second link in the description.
The fact that they are trying to profit off of subjects like rape and CSA is probably one of the most fucking disgusting things you can do as a human being.
Go to Patreon. So why don't you go to Patreon? Supporting me on Patreon. Go to my Patreon.
Sorry if I'm being like a shill. I'm not trying to be.
Give me $1.
So the narratives are fake, the pursuits are untrustworthy at best, but what about the pedophiles? Well, I can say, from as far as I can see, Max does seem to find real predators in his videos, but the fact that they are real is actually a much worse reality than as if he would have faked all of them completely.
I am investing all of me into you and the survivor, Spencer, because I will not stop until we see justice.
If you're a pedophile and want to ensure that you will never go to jail for your crimes, make sure to give MamaMax a call, because he will fuck up the case against you so bad that you have a literal 100% guarantee to not get convicted. Max hasn't gotten a single one of the pedos that he's found locked up, convicted, nothing.
Dude, yeah, I love these guys. always keeps me on my mission, I think, and the importance of my mission, of our mission.
What mission? You haven't done shit. Is that MLK on his wall? Give me a break.
I have a dream.
Because of the irresponsible way he conducts his investigations by not abiding by the legal system, Max actually makes it harder to convict the predators that he's trying to catch.
It is dangerous work, and a lot of shit that I do might not be considered legal in every country, including our own country. So
we definitely we operate within the bounds of the law, Max, of course. Of course, we would never.
Of course we do.
We would never break the law.
We would never break the law.
In a video game. I mean,
I am deeply honored to be like this representative for y'all, to do the things that a lot of people won't do just because it's not very legal.
You realize by saying this, you are destroying any potential case that you are trying to build on these guys. Why are you trying to catch them through illegal means in the first place? And secondly, even worse, why the fuck would you ever admit to that?
When I do see a subject line that interests me, like by like a bounty hunter or like a hitman, not that I would ever respond to such things, and everything I'm about to say is of course fictional. Depends who they are. If they're a hitman, they'll basically like offer services for like very expensive prices.
Oh, that's fun.
But they give me a discount since it's files.
Do you have any other people you're hunting that don't get turned into videos? Any stories you'd be willing to share?
Yes, like there was that one dude from the IMVU video, that old man, the creepy ass dude, that old fucking man. Yeah, sometimes things happen to them that I can't put in a video.
You are admitting on camera that you interact with fucking hitmen for your investigations, and then shortly after say that things happen to the pedos that are so egregious that you can't even include in your video. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm 99% sure he's just LARPing and MamaMax doesn't actually have hitmen in his inbox giving him friends and family discounts to kill the pedos he finds in his videos. But saying shit like this publicly is a death sentence for you in court. Good luck trying to get any of these pedos locked up when you're doing this shit and clips like this exist of you. These pedophiles getting away is directly your fault, and if they end up abusing any kids later down the line, you hold a huge responsibility for that because of your negligence. In his IMVU investigation, he directed his audience to quite literally hunt one of the predators he was trying to track down by doxing the hotel that he was staying at and told his fans to go pay him a visit.
We traced the very hotel he was staying at and made a phone call to confirm. Afterward, I left instructions for the children in Mexico who had every desire to go see the famous Ham's son in the flesh.
This guy's fucking unhinged. You know, it sounds like an over-exaggeration, but I can't help but wonder with the things he says and does. Is he actually trying to get these people imprisoned or just straight up murdered?
I honestly think that we should just be pulling them out of their houses and executing them on the street.
And I want to be the one to do something about it and make other people like me who like violence to stand up for what's right. Like, I want to, y'all know what I want. I say it in the uncensored version.
To send me a picture of their face that I then publish to all of you, who will decidedly grant these predators the most
delightful dreams
they could never even fathom. There really is no other option, is there, children?
There are people who will literally kill for me, you know, specifically the more dangerous you guys. You know who you are.
Well, there's a few I got emails about. Can't talk about that, but just know that justice has been served.
Kill for me.
Justice has been served.
You know who you are.
Like, it's one thing to hold the position that all pedos should get the wood chipper, right? But it's a whole nother deal when you have a 750k sub YouTube channel and direct your audience to hunt down and do harm to these guys. Because not only is that beyond illegal, that could potentially put innocent people in harm's way, because Max is no stranger to baselessly accusing people of being pedophiles in the past, which I'll get to later on. But also, again, this kind of stuff only damages the case against these guys. You're helping them get away. I mean, with the shit this guy says, I'm not surprised he's being investigated by the FBI himself.
I literally got a card on my front fence from the FBI. They were willing to come to my house and leave a card on my front fence. That shows how much more they care about my case than yours.
Yeah.
But the whole reason MamaMax has been getting so much attention lately is because he decided to take on his most ambitious investigation yet. Not only this time is he taking on a pedophile, but a vampire werewolf hybrid pedophile.
Camden.
Gerard Davis. It was basically a supernatural cult where he convinced all of us that we were vampires, werewolves, hybrids.
Led by a child predator posing as a werewolf god that has victimized hundreds of minors.
He mentally abused me, physically abused me, sexually abused me, and at even one point tried to kill me.
The story is, this girl Spencer, who went to the same high school as Max, asked him if he could help her out with her story, and Max took on the case. Which the alleged story is that in 2016, when Spencer was 16, she was lured into a supernatural sex cult where she was convinced that she was a vampire by the alleged pedo Camden Gerard Davis, who also says he's a werewolf/vampire god. I'm not fucking with you.
On March 18th, 2016, Spencer, a 16-year-old girl from Wiley, Texas, mysteriously disappeared, lured by the illusion of joining a supernatural family as a vampire on some random corner of the internet. She actually found herself ensnared in a dangerous sex cult led by a child predator posing as a werewolf god. Camden Gerard Davis. Leviathans are coming for you.
What the fuck is a Leviathan? A sea monster? You're unleashing sea monsters on him? Dude, you're making a mockery of this. If what you're claiming is true, you have a real criminal on your hands with apparently hundreds of victims, and you decide to make a YouTube video in a Batman voice saying that you're gonna unleash sea creatures on him? There's real potential victims relying on you here to bring them some form of justice, and you're doing this shit.
Leviathans are coming for you.
And in this same video, he then weaponizes his audience to guilt trip other YouTubers into covering this vampire werewolf pedophile that we don't even know anything about.
Kindly send this video to your favorite influencer. We will test them on the content of their character. Do not listen to their words. Look at their actions as your first command. I kindly ask you to share Spencer's story with the following.
You're calling out PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and Joe Rogan, and you seriously think you're gonna get a response here? This guy's delusional. Felix, as a new parent, you're undoubtedly experiencing the transformative mechanism that we describe here. You're bringing his kid into this to try and pull on his heartstrings to cover your story? Jesus, man. And also, what do you expect these people to do after you make a video calling them out? To make a video basically accusing some random guy they don't even know of being a pedophile just because you say so? He hasn't shown any proof of this guy being guilty and has the balls to ask other people to stake their reputation on the line to report his story. All he's shown is random pictures of the guy, videos of him showing off his fangs, screenshots of his Snapchat account, and tweets like this: getting dick sucked by Kirby equals raisin balls. That's a real screenshot from his video. You even called out the needle drop? What the fuck is he gonna do about it? The banner you're currently enjoying is Replicant's Army by Filmmaker. We believe your audience would appreciate this fiery composition. Would you consider exposing them? You can't make this up. You got a girl who was saying she was beaten and raped and went to you to help her out with her story. And you're asking fucking Anthony Fantano to review your music in the same video just a few minutes later that she describes being raped. Holy shit, man. And he justifies all this by basically saying all press is good press.
Every single day, issues like this go unreported or under-discussed precisely because they lack the flashiness or drama or edge that captures mainstream attention. My approach has always been to fill that gap by making these critical stories unignorable. The goal is to give these stories the attention they so desperately need and deserve.
If you would have made a longer, comprehensive documentary detailing how Camden is guilty, it's literally proven by your previous videos it would get 10 times the attention that you're getting right now. All your other long-form content got millions of views, if not at least bare minimum 500,000. But this guilt trip, call out other YouTubers approach hasn't even broke 100K.
The goal is to give these stories the attention they so desperately need and deserve.
You You could potentially have a real story here, but the way you're going about it is just making people roll their eyes and write this off as bullshit. And it's not their fault, it's yours. Max says the reason they haven't released any evidence to the public yet, though, is because he's protecting it for the legal case.
We have a lot of evidence we have not presented because we are protecting the legal case.
But MamaMax showed Mudahar this evidence behind the scenes in private, and Muda says specifically, nothing I've seen there is definitive. It's all screenshots of messages, which I can't verify. So even the proof doesn't verify anything, it's just vague screenshots and girls' testimonies? This is rough. But then after Max's first call-out post didn't work and no one responded, which me personally I'm pretty surprised at. I thought Joe Rogan would hear this and be right on the case, but he then made specifically his own video calling out Moist Critical for not responding to his DMs about this.
The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
Charlie didn't respond to your spam messages, and your reaction is to make a public video calling him out, adding him, and leaking the private DMs to guilt trip him into covering your story? You're nuts. And he knows exactly what he's doing by this. He's purposely putting Critical on blast publicly, implying that if you don't cover my story, then you don't care about children getting raped, and weaponizing his audience to spam Critical to guilt him into talking about it. Just because Charlie has a lot of subscribers and influence doesn't now mean he bears this responsibility to talk about world tragedies on his channel. Trying to push this standard onto people is ridiculous. He got fame talking about internet drama. Why does he now have this obligation to talk about child rape? And plus, don't forget, this guy hasn't even shown proof Camden is guilty yet, and is still asking Charlie to call someone a pedo that he doesn't even know or have proof of. But after Critical doesn't respond to Max, he starts to get desperate, which is where things really start to go off the rails.
He lives in, last we know, correct?
Yes, Marissa. His mother is currently is where his mom is. He does for sure have a brother named Carl. Someone asked to type out Camden's brother's name. I will go ahead and type that in chat. Camden's mother's name is... If you have information on actual locations, then you need to be contacting me or Max privately.
Yes.
Max starts live streaming and directs his chat to find the location of not only Camden, but allows his guests to dox Camden's mother and brother's name in hopes that his chat would find them and get answers out of them. And when I personally asked him if he has any evidence of the mother or brother being involved whatsoever in Camden's crimes, he admits he doesn't at all.
You don't have any proof that they're even involved, right? Like the mom didn't help out Camden with his potential abuse to these kids, or the brother. Like, you can't prove either of that, correct?
Correct.
So he's doxing innocent people publicly to thousands, directing his audience to find the location of them, which, you know, Max, given the nature of the internet and especially your audience, will 100% get them harassed.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want people getting harassed. Like, because every time I say something, people get harassed.
You even alluded that the mom and brother could be in cahoots with Camden, helping out a pedo, and then sicked your audience to go find them and get answers out of them. You know what you're doing.
I mean, we don't even know if it would be collateral damage. We don't know the extent to which they were involved, but...
These people are now going to get their phone blown up to all hell with texts and calls, emails spammed, work called, accounts hacked, or potentially worse, and to all of our knowledge, they're innocent. This is not the way you do this shit. Hire a private investigator or something and go and contact them in a private setting if you really think it will help you out with your case. But don't put them on blast publicly where now they become collateral damage of your audience harassing them. But he justifies it all by saying if it helps them catch Camden, then the ends justify the means.
Okay, but how come it's like the names are being made public and stuff, like for the chat? Like the mom and the brother names.
I think if we can find them, we will find Camden, and it is worth having their identities out there, just to find Camden.
What if you contact these people and they just don't have any answers for you and are not in contact with Camden? Well, now you just doxed and harassed innocent people for no reason at all and have nothing to show for it. Do you see how irresponsible this is? And the irony is that you literally had the same exact thing happen to you, Max, when your exes doxed your mom when they came out with their allegations against you.
Are you safe, and how do you stay positive after the things you cover? I am currently safe. My mom is not so safe after, you know, my exes doxed her. Well, doxed me and her. I mean, they should have known doxing me was not a good idea.
If anyone should know this, it's fucking you. And this isn't even the first time that he's doxed family members in his investigations, even though he has no proof of them being guilty. He did the same thing with Pablo Sonny's dad and doxed him in his IMVU video. But continuing the timeline of Max trying to take down Camden, he then makes a YouTube short a little after these streams to announce new updates on the case and that he's now working with the Atlanta Bar Association to ensure that justice is served and to locate Camden.
With new survivors and witnesses coming forward, we are currently in contact with law enforcement and the Atlanta Bar Association to ensure justice is served. We are preparing the timeline with new accounts and evidence. Please bear with us as the situation continues to develop. Thank you for your contributions, and we'll see you soon.
Why are you even saying this publicly? All of this information needs to be in private so you can discreetly collect evidence to build a case against this guy. You realize if he sees this, or any of your coverage to be honest, he's gonna leave the state and you or the police won't be able to do anything about it to catch him. What's stopping Camden from doing exactly what Pablo Sonny did to get away from you, fleeing the country to get away from all of this? Hell, he probably has. I mean, why wouldn't he? You announce your every move publicly for him to see. You have fucked this up beyond belief, Max. This isn't one of your fake ARG videos. I mean, these are real people coming to you with their stories of being abused, and now you are held completely responsible if Camden ends up getting away, which, given your conviction rates, I mean, he's got a fucking 100% guarantee to ride off into the sunset with no consequences. And when you give this guy any type of criticism that he may be doing anything wrong, well, you must be pro-pedophile.
Basically, next time they remove my video is the next time they're getting another pedo tube.
Whether it's random commenters, other YouTubers, or even YouTube themselves, it's all the same response from Max. If you disagree with my approach, you must be pro-pedo. The most egregious example of this is when he accused the entire platform of YouTube of supporting and protecting pedophiles just because he had 2 of his videos struck down for violating TOS.
Our children are exploited, molested, and raped every day, and you choose to side with their abusers. I'm here trying to protect sexual abuse victims. I worked 3 long, hard, traumatizing months on this project just for you to obliterate it completely. Is this what we get for publishing on your platform?
Dude, your video got taken down for harassment and bullying. This isn't that deep. There isn't some conspiracy that YouTube secretly loves pedos. It's probably because you make violent threats in your videos and send your audience to harass people while doxing them. Ever thought of that?
On November 26, 2021, my good friend Max published a video exposing the colossal ring that is IMVU, and to no one's surprise, YouTube tore it down like none of it ever happened. And for what? Because of the bare ass of a virtual character. Is this a joke?
We don't like pedophiles. Something you don't seem to see eye to eye with us on YouTube.
Let me get this straight. You included some guy's bare naked ass in your video, and YouTube told you specifically it got taken down for nudity, and you somehow take this and draw a conclusion that YouTube is pro-pedophilia because it got taken down for the nudity of the ass that you showed in your video? Hey retard, maybe don't include nudity in your videos if you don't want to get them taken down. Just a piece of advice. There's no conspiracy here. You're just a fucking idiot.
I don't like people throwing around the word pedophile like it doesn't mean anything. I don't like that shit. We shouldn't just be throwing around the word like it doesn't mean anything.
But not only will he insinuate that others are pedos if you disagree with his methods, if you get on his bad side enough, he'll outright baselessly accuse you of being one entirely.
And I do not make a video on them until I have verifiable proof that they are a pedophile.
Back in July 2022, MamaMax was accused of being a pedophile, abuser, and rapist in a video by 4 of his exes and previous friends. For the most part, I can't confirm whether he's guilty or innocent of a lot of these things he's accused of in this video, due to it just being his word versus his ex's. But the guy who uploaded the video is someone named Magnetar, who's a YouTuber with 30k subs, but also the boyfriend of Haley, which was one of the girls who came out against Max in the video. So he and his girlfriend reached out to a lot of other girls that MamaMax has previously been interested in to craft a video, and then he uploaded it on his public platform because he already had a pretty big YouTube channel. And in Max's hour and 5-minute long video responding to the allegations, in the last 6 minutes, for some reason, he accuses Magnetar. Actually, he doesn't even accuse Magnetar. He states Magnetar is a pedophile for 100% of a fact, while saying his full legal name and doxed where he worked at the time.
Anthony Field, Haley's boyfriend, Magnetar on YouTube, the one who published this video on me.
And as proof to show this is Max talking to some girl in Instagram DMs who claims that Magnetar sent his dick to her when she was a minor. This is it? Are you fucking serious? You don't even have any screenshots of Magnetar even interacting with this girl one-on-one? Not a single conversation. And based off of this, you're calling him a 100% pedophile just off her testimony that it happened. It's fucking poetic. In the same video that you claim you have been falsely accused by 5 different girls, you do the same thing to Magnetar, not even accusing him, just stating he's a pedophile based off of one girl's story. If you think one girl's testimony is enough to prove that Magnetar is a pedophile, with your own logic, you would now have to admit that you're guilty of being an abuser, rapist, and pedophile yourself, since 5 girls came out with their stories of their testimonies against you.
Do you still feel confident just with that one girl's like testimony to go on your 750k sub channel and just openly say his name, Anthony Field, and then call him a pedophile? To like that video got like 1 million views, right? I mean, I feel like that's an insane thing to do.
He is a pedophile.
Based off
Why
of...
is that insane?
Yeah, but I'm asking what it's based off of, and what you're telling me is like one girl's account. And like, I think that's fine for you to believe it behind the scenes. But I think when you have a 750k sub YouTube channel and you're confidently calling someone a pedophile, you gotta have like a higher bar. Don't you think so?
I think we should listen to survivors.
I agree, Max. We should listen to all women and survivors only up until they accuse you. Then they're the liars. And even when I confronted him about this on stream, he shows no remorse and doubles down.
All I wanted to do was share the information that someone sent to me, was that he sent a dick pic to a minor.
Okay,
that is
when
what
you
I was
have
sharing.
when you have a platform, you can't just innocently share that he's a fucking pedophile. Like, you have a higher bar of responsibility. You've got to understand that. Because you're telling 1 million people that Anthony Field is a fucking pedophile, and you have one testimony to back it up. Yes, but your one piece of evidence is one girl saying so. And I'm trying to explain to you how it's fucking so ironic for you to make a video.
I am simply sharing
You're
that
making a
to
video.
show
You're
why
making a
this
video.
person-
You're making a video defending yourself from false accusations of people falsely accusing you, and then you can't have the same empathy towards someone else.
Not to someone who is a pedophile. No.
He smeared Magnetar completely and knew what his audience would now do after releasing the guy's full name and showing multiple photos of him and showing where he used to work. Which, of course, the natural progression is that his fans did end up harassing him, finding out his current job, and emailing his co-workers that he's a pedophile.
You guys are the reason why it's so goddamn difficult to believe actual victims.
Oh yeah, also, he threatened to strike my channel down in Discord DMs after I had a conversation with him on stream, claiming I promote a community that bullies child sex victims. You know me. If you don't want to get striked, I must express my concerns regarding the patterns we've observed in your behavior and the nature of the community you are cultivating. Your channel is at risk of being terminated if these issues persist. Promoting a community that engages in bullying, especially targeting survivors of child sex crimes, is deeply troubling. I strongly recommend you reflect on the impact of your actions and the environment you're creating. So I mean, he's just basically threatening to strike me if I keep talking about him, but he's got to veil his intentions under the victims, hiding behind that shield and acting as if I'm bullying them, when in reality, he's just mad at me and looking for an excuse to try to get me to shut up. And ironically, no one has done more damage to these victims than you. That case is completely fucked, dude. Like, you're letting their abuser get away with ease because you're completely out of your depth on how to handle any kind of investigation or building a legal case against someone to get them locked up. You gotta drop this case and pass it on to someone. Anyone else has gotta be better than you.
I don't know about you guys, but I've wanted to be a superhero since I was a tiny bitch boy, and even now, as a grown man, I still want to be a superhero, even after sadly realizing how impossibly stupid of a goal that is.
I wanted to end off this video taking a trip back where it all started for Max, one of his early videos that he made years ago that was titled Superheroes.
Why do I have to be a gay-ass human being made of soft skin? Like, seriously, dude, a car can just run into me at 20 miles an hour and I'd probably break every bone in my body if not die. That's fucking gay.
Whoa now, Max. Has Spencer seen this video? I think she needs to be informed about this.
That's fucking gay.
But in this video, he talks about this movie called Only the Brave that inspired him to believe that he, despite being an everyday citizen like the rest of us, could be a superhero and have a big impact on the world.
Even someone like me, who's a shockingly shameful, shipwrecked shell of sheepskin who should have a shotgun shootout with their own mouth. If Brendan can do it, so can I. Are you a pathetic piece of shit that can hardly even hold the weight of your own body for a few minutes before you have to lay down and lazily waste your entire life away? Well, so are all of us. Now do something about it, you stupid little bitch. And I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be a superhero.
But it's an interesting video to look back at that kind of explains his motivations and foreshadows what to come in the future. This is exactly what he wanted to do. Be a hero, be a representative to CSA victims, and bring justice to those in need.
I am deeply honored to be like this representative for y'all.
He says himself he has a hero complex.
I guess I have like a hero complex because I want to take care of everything and protect y'all.
Also that he vows to protect children.
I vowed to protect these people.
And is addicted to the attention and praise that he gets from being worshipped as a hero.
A lot of people are rewarding me with compliments and encouragement, and they're like thanking me like I'm a fucking hero.
But when you really take a deeper look, it's all grift. There aren't any repercussions for the predators he finds in his videos, he lies about it when confronted, and reaps the benefits from lying, earning thousands and thousands of dollars, along while gaining respect from his peers by being a complete con man. MamaMax isn't a hero, he's a fraud.
Why are you running cover for these vampire pedos?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Keem. I'm fucking defending pedophiles right now. You nailed it on the fucking head, my brother.
Subscribe to the Patreon and support this work.